The trap that they and Netflix and Spotify all fell into was assuming that the otherworldly magic of their royal status was immutable and would not evaporate with time, that their royal status would keep people glued and streaming, that they would not slip from canty look-away cultural supernovas to predictable figures that fail to really hold the public's attention or respect. What I'm also guessing that no one at the streaming companies reckoned with is that the Sussexes would also be giving their story away to others, reciting again and again essentially the same tale like the boy and girl who cried wolfish royal family on repeat. What was not priced into the great Sussex deals of 2020 was the diminishing returns of the Sussexes spending nearly 2 years beating the same anti-palace drum. As always, smash the like button and subscribe to this channel, this way you won't miss our next video in this same channel. How the Duke and Duchess write this currently taking on a hell of a lot of watership remains to be seen. There appear to have been some efforts to put out some positive news, with Page 6 reporting that H is making plans to return to Africa solo for a new Netflix documentary. Meanwhile, the Daily Mail's Alison Boshoff has reported it's expected that the Duchess will take on a string of commercial endorsements in fields meaningful to her, such as food, wellness, fashion, and therapy. The question of which brands would happily pay the scads of cash required to secure the Duchess' talents is a big one. Polling done in late May by Newsweek found that 39% of Americans had a favorable view of her, with 34% having an unfavorable one. Would those sorts of numbers translate into enough people willing to part with their money for a piece of brand Meghan? In a case of very convenient timing, Harry and Meghan were recently caught by a paparazzo looking as happy as linen-loving clowns and holding hands. A more cynical mind might find such a touching moment caught on camera at such an opportune moment worthy of a sardonic eyebrow raise. As Page 6 reported back in March, after having stayed largely quiet in the Santa Barbara area for nearly 3 years, Harry and Meghan seemed to be playing the Hollywood game. But bigger picture time, would a couple of hours of Harry trying to hug elephants for the cameras really take them back to even close to 2021 post-Oprah levels of support? Unless he somehow manages to single-handedly save the entire pachyderm genus from poachers, I'm not sure anyone will actually care or watch that much. Likewise, Meghan and her much-vaunted Goop-esque empire that is always meant to be in the offing. There are nearly as many A-listers, and B and C-listers, trying to set themselves up as shamans of the throw rug set as there are big names slyly sucking up Ozempic. For this to work as a business proposition, the Duchess will need to find some serious point of difference or way to distinguish herself from every other famous gal trying to sell $142 soy candles and face serums that cost as much as your quarterly power bill. There is also the fact that Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop works because customers are buying into GP, as she is known to shoppers, acolytes, or fans. How do I know? Look over there, it's Princess Michael of Kent. Outside of Meghan's zealous squad, will consumers be eager to part ways with vast reams of cash to similarly buy into a lighting rod figure? The choices that she and Harry have made over the last 2 years have meant that they cannot really be any sort of mainstream, selling stuff in Target brand. Their names are now associated with anger and family hurts, with toxicity and also with difficult, but at times important, questions about race and the media. They have made themselves too freighted, too complicated, too political for, say, some deep-pocketed cosmetics label to want to hire. Maybe they see all of this as the right thing morally, but as commercial prospects, they may well have taken a serious hit. If nothing else works, if no new projects come up quick stick, then at least there is an entire genre of TV built on down on their uppers' former names and transforming them into bingeable gold. The real His Royal Highnesses of Montecito, anyone? Remember to subscribe to this channel and turn on the notification bell, this way you will be notified when next we drop a report video in this same channel.